So what is really the deal with DeYoung and Shaw? Or possibly DeYoung and Styx? Well, you might think strictly Mr. Robot O, which, by the way, the bandmates of DeYoung hated, but it seems to me the fans loved, but I guess that's a whole other issue. Anyway, from what I can gather, it is two different issues in two different times. The first one is the toughest to figure out. The second is fairly simple. Cut and dry. The band members, it seemed, were close to, if not totally broke. So a reunion with one of the major draws to Styx for a lot of people was a great idea. Seeing one of the founding members back in the band, hearing the songs they loved sounding more like they sounded growing up. The main problem with that one was that member Dennis DeYoung was having health issues and felt he couldn't tour. To be fair, an article or two also said DeYoung was also talking about working on other projects even while beginning the talks of the reunion tour. See the confusion? Although I don't think anyone ever came out and said this. I think that the other guys were seemingly desperate for money and were even willing to tour with him performing when he could and a replacement for the times he couldn't. But of course, DeYoung wasn't okay with the idea, so I think that caused some angry feelings and a possible lifelong grudge. But also, after not coming to an agreement on touring because there was no new album selling, DeYoung said he couldn't, and they left to tour without him. He sued them for the name of the band, another nail in the Styx coffin. Now the first breakup, well, Mr. Roboto, but actually the whole album Kilroy Was Here, has a lot to do with it in part. Here's a quote from James J.T. Young. "I'm not going to say anything negative about it," Young says. Anyway, he made some business moves that were egocentric and ultimately profoundly idiotic that helped break up the band. But he promised great fortunes for us in this whole thing. I'm catching a theme here. Anyone else? Let's nail it down with a quote from DeYoung himself. "It brought a whole new generation of fans to Styx, but the fact of the matter is the reason they're doing the song now is the same reason they replaced me in 1999. It's money. It's to their benefit to do it. If they want to play Mr. Roboto, good on them. I'm just sad they ran it down for no good reason and stopped people from enjoying it. I wrote that song. I love that song." From an interview on Forbes magazine. After going through countless interviews and articles, it can get confusing on whose fault it is and what the major reason is. But here's my take on it in a quick summary. It's money, greed, and egos. That may not be a popular summarization, but it is as close as I can get to fact after reading all the crazy two-sided, he said. No, he said interviews, when even the people on each team has changed once or twice. You can check it out for yourself, but be warned, it is a maddening rabbit hole. With that said, please like and subscribe to catch the next one. Who knows what rabbit hole we'll find next?